Hello, and welcome to this session of the eCarillon training series. In this session, we'll discuss the schedule player and how you can use the schedule player in order to know exactly what's coming up at any point in time. So when you first open eCarillon, you're faced with the home screen. And on the home screen, as we've discussed in some of our other videos, you have your controls, these buttons up in the top. You have a clock that tells you the current time, and what we're going to be talking about today is the schedule player, which is over to the right hand side of the home screen. The schedule player gives you a snapshot of exactly what's going on at this point in time. So we'll just quickly go over the different parts of the schedule player so you're familiar with it. So the first thing in the schedule player is the current status. So this view will change depending on the exact event that's happening at any point in time. You can see that right now it's 3:56 p.m. and the schedule player is telling us that it is currently playing the weekly event 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. quarter-hour toll schedule. And it also shows us the songs that will be coming up in the next event. And you can see down below that it says up next is our 4 p.m. event. So if I click on this ellipse button, you'll see it says View Event Songs. These are the songs that will be playing in the next event at 4 p.m. So once we've looked at that, we can click the Close button to close out that detail. At any point in time, we could mute the player, or we can increase or decrease the volume of the player using this control. Finally, if you want to see more detail about the currently loaded schedule, you can click the View button to see all of the events for the day. In the case of this schedule, you can see that it runs from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. with tolls every 15 minutes. Now in the case of this schedule, you can see that it's relatively simple. Another option to view the schedule that's currently playing, the 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., is you could go to the schedule browser. In the schedule browser, you can look at the detail of the same schedule. But one thing to keep in mind, the schedule browser tells you the generic template of the schedule. Let me show you what I mean. Let's say we had the advanced schedule playing right now. The advanced schedule in the schedule browser tells us that we've scheduled 2 songs to play from the playlist. We have no idea from this view what songs will actually be played. That is different when we look at the schedule browser. If we were to load the advanced schedule, which I'll do, so now you can see that since I've loaded the advanced schedule, it's in the player now. Again, it says that my next event is at 4 p.m. and that my songs are again the Chime at the top of the hour, Amazing Grace, and Lift High the Cross. So these are the 2 songs that it has selected. Now if I want to see the rest of the events and the songs that were selected, I can click the View button and it will show me exactly the songs that it will play during the day. So you can see that the schedule player tells us exactly what's coming up during the day. Now, if I want to close the schedule or stop the schedule from playing for the rest of the day, I can simply hit the Stop button and that will unload the active schedule. Now, we're approaching the next event. So at 4 p.m., we'll see what happens to the player. Keep in mind, this view will change and it'll then explain exactly what's playing. So now the view has changed. Again, we see that we're playing the advanced schedule and the song that we're currently playing. And if you want to see the songs that are remaining, you can again click on the ellipse. Now, once this event has finished, the player will go back to the up next view to explain the next event that's coming up. So I'm going to mute the song for now so we can finish the tutorial. So as the schedule finishes, it will return to the up next view to let us know what schedule event is coming up next. Now, we'll stop the schedule. As we've talked about before, at any point in time you can load any schedule that you wish into the player. That completes the overview of the schedule player. If you have any other questions, feel free to contact our support at support@eCarillon.com.